Hey everybody, Gabe Jenkins back with you to do the walkthrough for AutoCAD drawing number 19. It is, I think it's pretty straightforward. We have a couple of things that I walk through in the overview. We're going to create this shape over here first. It looks like a little orange slice. And then we're going to create kind of the structure here, which is kind of like a rectangle with some offset lines, no biggie. And then we're going to create a little construction line that goes up from the midpoint here to 1.4 inches, and then we're going to be able to take this shape that we've created over here, and we're going to move it and place it onto the end point of that line. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to look at this this guy right here, and it has, let's just check it really quickly. It says that there's each one of these. We're going to make these little wedges. We're going to make a circle, and then each one of these little wedges, and the wedges say that it has that there's an arc of 30 degrees, which means that it's 15 degrees to the left of a vertical line and 15 degrees to the right of a vertical line. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm in a visible layer right here. I am cool. I'm going to make a line, and I'm going to start my line at 0, 0, and I'm going to go up, and I'm going to go up. I'm going to just tab so I can get over here, and this is what I need. So if straight up and down, vertical, straight up is going to be 90 degrees, right? But we want to go 15 degrees past that. So 15 added to 90 is going to give me 105. I'm going to hit there. So that's the first line. The next one, I'm going to start at the same starting point. And instead of being, if this is 90, I'm going to go 15 less than 90, which is 75. Okay, great. So I got that. Now I'm going to make my 3 circles, 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circles, and then I'm going to be able to create one little wedge right here. So the outer circle has a diameter of 0.96. So I'm going to go, it's a diameter of 0.96, 0.96. Okay, so it's talking about something very small, very, very small. Okay, so that's the outer one. My next one in has a radius of 0.36. Radius of 0.36, and the smallest one here has a radius of 0.12. All right, so what that means is that I can start to trim away the parts I don't need anymore, and so I don't need that or that. I do need all of those. I don't need that or that. Okay. So I've created this little wedge right here, which is just the same as this little guy right here. I'm going to join them so that it's thinking of all of this as one element. And I'm going to say join. Join makes it think of all of it as one. Okay. Now I'm going to use the polar array tool, just like we've done in earlier assignments. I'm going to use the polar array tool to make copies of this around this central point right here. So I'm going to click on that, click on polar array. It says, what's my center point? That's my center point. I do want 6 of them because I counted them, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I want it to go all the way around. That looks great. I'm going to hit close, and now my little guy is done. Okay? Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit because that's going to be a very small thing compared to the whole thing I'm going to draw. And I'm going to zoom out over here too. All right, so I zoomed out, and now I'm going to zoom in. So what I have basically is a little rectangle that is 5 tall, and if it's 4 from the center point out to the right, it's 8 wide. So I'm going to make a rectangle that is 8 wide, tab over to here, and 5 tall. Okay. Right now it thinks of this whole thing as one rectangle, as one shape, which is great. But I'm going to use some offset lines here. So I'm going to create an offset line at the top to make this one, and this one. So I need to explode this shape. So I've clicked it, and I'm going to type in explode. Now it thinks of it as 4 separate lines, which is helpful for me. Okay. So if I zoom in here, I'm going to make an offset. My first offset is 0.4 down from the top. 0.4 is my distance. So I'm going to click on that and go down. My next offset, it tells me that it's 0.6 from the top line to the bottom line there. So I'm going to offset, and this one's going to be 0.6. There, and then one more offset is 0.4 down, and 4. All right. So now we're looking pretty good here, right? I got the the top line, I got the bottom line, and I got the third line here. And now I need to figure out how wide to make this thing. Well, it says it's 3 inches from a central line of symmetry. So I'm going to create some construction lines that help me locate what I want to locate. I'm going to make a line. Okay, so I'm going to start by finding the midpoint, locking on it. It says midpoint. I'm going to go straight up. I guess I only really need to go to here. Okay, midpoint. Great. I'm going to offset this guy, and I'm going to offset it 3 units over. So I'm going to say 3, and offset that way. Click it again to offset it there, and now I got the basic outline of that shape. I'm going to go back to my visible layer and make that side and that side. Okay, so right here, click here, go down to here, and make another line on this side from here to here. Great. All right, now I can trim away some of the stuff that I don't need anymore. I don't need this or this because that's just confusing. That is confusing. That is confusing. Get rid of that. That. Oh, undo. One more time. Okay. So now we have to fillet some stuff, right? So let's start with this interior shape. It says that there's 4 fillets that all have a radius of 0.2. So go to here, hit radius 0.2, and I'm going to do multiple. Do all of these. Cool. All right, so now I have that side, that inside kind of like shape right there, that pocket. Now I'm going to do 2 radius of 0.5. So fillet R 0.5, and I'm going to do these 2 upper corners. It's 2 corners, so I'm going to say multiple, bam, bam. All right, now lastly I got to do these much bigger fillets down here. They have a radius of 2. So radius 2, multiple from here to here is going to be 1. Cool. All right. I'm just going to delete some of this stuff to get it out of the way because it's just in my way. Whoa. Just hitting delete. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. Or it's making me do too much. Don't know. All right. I'm going to leave this central line right here. Now, I'm not sure. Think I need to have one more. I can't remember if I put the construction line here or not. So I'm going to add a construction line that goes from that midpoint here, and it's going to go up 1.4 units. And the reason I'm doing that is because I need to have an endpoint that I can lock my center of my little citrus, my little orange slice, lock it onto there. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit, find my guy. Okay, and I'm going to move it. Where do I want to pick it up? I'm going to pick it up right by the center point. And zoom in here until I find that's a midpoint of something. Endpoint. There we go. All right. So, get rid of that one, and there we go. So that is our basic shape. I would go ahead and dimension it now, and I think that's all you really need to do. Dimension it, and we're looking good. All right, everybody. Hope that one was fun. Hope it was easy. Have a great day.